So this new Druid trial race that Diablo's put out has a major flaw, which kind of keeps it from being competitive in a sense. So if you've looked at the rankings on your server, they might not be this crazy because this is all RNG. So I'll show you that it really does not matter what level your gyms are, what kind of normal gyms you have. All of that stuff is normalized. But the major flaw is this.
Is we have the top stream on the entire platform. This is a
to the last position.
Oh my god, dude. 107. 66. Again. No, it's never gonna happen again. So whenever you get to the boss in the end of the dungeon, he gets like 99% damage reduction under 5,000 HP or something stupid. Now, just to prove to you that it doesn't really matter what your gems are, what anything you have on, I'll show you on my alt account. So as I go inside on my main and bring over the alt and look at myself, you'll see I don't even have runes equipped. All of my gems are level 3, even if they're level 8 or level 6 or whatever. They're all level 3. You get no bonuses from your armor. I don't even get the reforge bonuses. I spent so many stones and everything. I don't know what to talk about it. You don't even have normal gems. You don't even have a charm. All you have is your pet. You get the set bonuses. You don't even get the magic attributes on anything. Your skills are all 0. You have this 3% is baseline, 10% baseline, baseline. These are all baseline numbers. And I'm not even going to gatekeep the build. Normally I would because it's super competitive. I want to win, of course, but I want you guys to experience this. I want you to see how crazy this is, how dumb this is. So this is basically the strategy. It's very simple. You just run through. Oh, okay. Of course, it broke. This is another thing. There's a lot of bugs in this dungeon, even in the normal version. And before you go in, each time you want to make sure your primal power is up maximum. So just spam a couple times. So the first thing you do, jump in, Thorn Armor, get rid of these, then Surging Stone to get rid of these ones. A lot of times I do the Fire Tornado just to keep my primal power up. And you get here, hope that you get all of these guys. If you don't, whatever. I would normally reset right there, but I'm just kind of trying to show you. So you get to the boss. I'm on a good pace. I could probably get 38 seconds if it worked correctly. So as you can see, I'm doing a lot of damage, and then all of a sudden, no damage, and he gets stopped at 91. What happened there? Couldn't tell you. But this is the minimum time you'll get normally. And that's what time you'll see most people have. So I've been doing this for at least 6 hours today, and only 3 or 4 times have I been able to kill the boss within phase 1. As you can see, me and I'd say the top 5 were the only ones who were able to kill the boss in phase 1. And supposedly there's supposed to be global rankings posted on Twitter, but as we'll see right here, there's nothing posted. They said they'll post them at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's almost 30 minutes past, so you know what that means. We get to go home. So just to kind of give you an idea of what the times are around the world, at least, I have a few accounts I can show you. So this one is on Ball, which is Oceania and Korea mixed together. If you know, you know. And if I go to the leaderboards, oh, okay, this is up. This is new since the past 20 minutes that I've looked at it. But as you can see here, maybe 2 people have been lucky enough to kill the boss quick enough. 2. And if we go to another server, this is Risen Dead. It's another East Coast server. And we check the leaderboard. Here we are. Again, maybe 5 people. I'd say 4. The top 4 were lucky enough. And they were only able to hit 38 seconds. And again, it doesn't matter if you're whale or not. Some of these guys are going to be whales, but a lot of times it's just because whales play the game a lot more. If you spent that much money, you better be playing the game. But as you can see here, 2K rezo. No, nothing's even awakened. But again, it doesn't matter. And I can show you another server, again on the East Coast. So this one's on Meshif. If we check the event, check the leaderboards, here, one person has maybe been lucky enough. And these are active servers. It's not like there's nobody playing on these servers. And as you can see, no one has been able to get this. It's really all just luck. There's no skill expression involved. And so at first I was thinking, maybe it's the build. Maybe I don't have the right build. But supposedly this is the best build. I came across a video from VK. I'll put his video down below. I pretty much took the build that he was using and I started tinkering with it. And come to find out, the #1 guy on my server was also using the same build. There's no point to be like, this person copied this person. It's probably just, hey, we had the same thought process. We both were thinking we need to just be able to walk through the dungeon without having to stop. And that's exactly what this build does. So if you want the essences, here they are. For the helm, Ashmonger. Shoulders, Sore Skull. Main hands, Burn Socket. 100 Wings, Shade. For the chest, Coat of Fecundity. The pants are Occasional Pillar. The offhands are Goring Brace and Scar Carver. And just to kind of go over what these are doing, basically, this Fire Tornado, it'll explode around you, good for clearing some trash mobs. Getting some movement speed from the dash. This Thorn Armor will work well with the fire, make them explode, do some more damage. This one, the Pants Essence will basically make Surging Stone almost one-shot everything. Now the offhands, there's literally only one you can use, and you're only going to be using it on the boss. And I've tested with Landslide and I've tested with Ferocious Strike, and it's the same exact result every time. Like, you can literally use whatever here, it does not matter. And then for the main hands, Fire Tornado giving you more primal power, which is important. And then this dash is going to refund half of the cooldown whenever you don't hit enemies. And it's pretty easy to not hit enemies. And then with the set items, when I tell you I've literally tried every combination, I have legitimately tried every combination. I've tried Angment, I've tried Banquet of Eyes, I've tried Grace of the Flagellant, I've tried Gloom Guides, I've tried multiple Vithus, I've tried a multiple of each, I've even tried the new Skybreaker's Bolt. I have found really no difference. You could maybe say Angment's the best one because it puts that dot on enemies, but even then, like, half the time when you want it to proc, it won't proc. So don't really know what to tell you with what's the best. You can pretty much try whatever you want, whatever you have. And again, it doesn't matter what the stats are. You can get these from I1, I2. I've been using I6 as well as I7 greens for this. And again, even the charm doesn't matter. I only have literally Ferocious Strikes and Thorn Armor, but it doesn't even matter. You don't get to use it. So the reason I'm making this video is because there needs to be a change for this to be a legitimate competition. There's no skill expression. A competition has to have skill expression. It's not just who can roll the dice better. And that's what this tournament is becoming, is who can roll the dice better. Because as you saw on these multiple servers, very few people were able to roll a 6. You know what I'm saying? Let's see how many people it shows. I think 200, right? So out of 200 people, only 5 on my server were able to do it. So a 2.5% chance to successfully kill the boss with no input on yourself. It literally does not matter, at least it seems to me, what you do. Because in the runs that I do kill the boss, it might just be that his attack cycle is a little bit better for me this time, where maybe he's like mid-swing and I just so happen to get a little bit more damage off. And I don't have bad gems for this, you know. I've tried even multiple combinations of different gyms, and again, it's almost all the same effect. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that I should be number one. I think maybe on my best runs I could have gotten 37 or 38 seconds. I have no idea, but it's so discouraging to finish a run. You get to the braziers at a reasonable time, a better time than you're not used to, like 22 seconds, 21 seconds, and you go to kill the boss and he lives with 66 HP. It's unbelievably tilting. And so if they're going to have such a prestigious reward as being able to work with the dev team to name a legendary item in the future, then they really need to make this more skill based, or at least change the dungeon, because this is unbelievable. You know, kudos to Bounci Bear for being able to get 36 seconds. He started off at 38 earlier today. He's been getting better times. Even in the past, when they had the other dungeon speedrun event, it was, you would find the same sort of bug with the king. Although luckily, because we were running in normal and we had our regular stats, there was a lot of classes where you could kind of just kill the boss before he spawned in. And I even got the frame from that event because I was in the top 3. I was playing Barb. I was on my server the number 1 Barb at the time. And if you are new to the channel, I do post a lot of guides. I do have a lot of guides that you might find useful. Some of those will be linked below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'd like to thank my channel member, Ajax, at the Honcho tier. Peace.
Off prayer, this could kill Manx when it registers.
What the fuck? Look how laggy it is! The hit didn't even spawn! Damn it!